Hey, Patrick O'Toole here. I wanted to put out this post for our It Is Finished Bible study. For the next few days, we're going to look into the life of Christ and watch what his final steps on earth looked like before he went to the cross for you and me. So, you guys that are signed up for the email, you received this in your email. If you'd like to get this in your email, just message me your email, and I would love to add you to that so you can get an actual printed format of this study. But I'm going to cover each study every day. Today's just an introduction, but most of these studies are relatively short. Some are a little longer than others, but we're going to walk together through the final week of the life of Christ, and hopefully do this, encourage you, give you some good words to live by, strengthen your faith, and also create in you a passion to serve Jesus so much more as we look at his passion on the cross. So happy Easter to you. Happy Resurrection Sunday. It is coming up on our calendar next Sunday, and we're going to walk together through this study. So here's our introduction. And let me just ask you this question. How do you describe something that's too big for words? What do you think? The last 10 days of Jesus' life here on earth were the end of a plan that God had set in motion before creation. The events surrounding Jesus' arrest, death, and resurrection are at the center of God's story to rescue all things. So how do we stand? How do we stand the chance of understanding how important this last week is? So very important. It's pretty close to impossible to understand it, right? But we're going to try, and we're going to walk through this together. The last 10 days of Jesus' life show us an incredible picture of purpose, commitment, and compassion. Jesus steadily moved towards the most agonizing moments of his life, and really of any life for that matter, and he did so with you and me in mind. Hey, guess what, guys? He did it with you in mind. Jesus did what he did because of his great desire to purchase victory over sin and death for everyone that's ever been alive. Amen. Everyone that would believe in him while he was here, and in those even to come afterward, right? And so he did it all out of love. Hey, what exactly did Jesus do? A lot. And this study is going to allow us to walk with Jesus every step of the way during his last moments on earth. Along the way, you're going to grasp maybe for the first time exactly what Jesus went through. You'll get a glimpse of what he experienced as he boldly moved towards the cross. And maybe, just maybe, you'll fall more in love with Jesus and how relentlessly he fought to save you from sin and death. Hey, when you get the day the last day of the study, you're going to read about Jesus on the cross. And at the end of this brutal ordeal, just before he died, Jesus looked to heaven and cried out, "It is finished." But unlike every other finish you've ever heard of, Jesus didn't mean he was done. Oh, no. No, not by a long shot. You see, Jesus was just getting started. And maybe more than anything, this is the power of the Easter story. Okay? Get ready to experience the final days of Jesus like you have never have before. All right? Hey, in preparation for this study, all right, I would like for you to memorize these verses, okay? John, the Gospel of John is found in the New Testament. You got Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, chapter 3, verses 16, 17, and 18. Very profound scriptures. Let's try and memorize that today. Let's read them together. Verse 16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned, But he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. Hey guys, stay tuned. This was just an introduction. Tomorrow we'll post day 1 of our actual study, have some questions for you to wrestle with at the end of the study. So God bless y'all, and this is a great journey, and I'm so thankful I get to do it with you.